video opens with a fast-paced montage of a person leaving a one-star review on their phone, a toilet being flushed at night, and a pair of high heels clicking on ancient stone. The visuals are a mix of candid, handheld shots and jarring close-ups. You think you're a law-abiding citizen? Think again. The world is full of bizarre and terrifying laws you're probably breaking right now. From getting arrested for a bad hotel review to committing a federal crime at the happiest place on earth, we're diving into the hidden legal traps you never knew existed. Welcome to the weird, dark underbelly of international law, where your most innocent actions could land you in jail. Number 10, the one-star review that lands you in prison. You're on vacation in Thailand, living your best life, sipping coconuts on the beach, but then the hotel Wi-Fi sucks. So, you do what any normal person would do. You pull out your phone and write a spicy one-star review. Next thing you know, there's a knock on your door. It's the police. This actually happened to an American guy named Wesley Barnes. He wrote a review saying the staff at the Seaview Resort was unfriendly. Pretty standard angry tourist stuff, right? Wrong. The hotel had him arrested. This dude spent 2 nights in jail and was facing 2 years in prison. All because of Thailand's insane defamation laws. The story got so wild that TripAdvisor had to put a special warning badge on the hotel's page. Basically, their way of saying, these guys will literally throw you in jail if you complain about the breakfast. He eventually had to apologize publicly to avoid prison. Imagine having to say sorry for leaving a bad Yelp review or going to jail. Number 9, flushing the toilet at night. Picture this. You're in your Swiss apartment. It's 10:30 p.m. and nature calls. You do your business, and now you're standing there staring at the toilet like it's a bomb. Because in Switzerland, that flush sound is treated like you're setting off fireworks in your bathroom. In many Swiss apartment buildings, flushing after 10 p.m. is literally against the rules. The Swiss take their quiet time so seriously, they've turned toilet flushing into a stealth mission. You've got to wait until morning, letting it marinate like some forbidden bathroom soup. And it's not just a suggestion. It's actually written in the house rules. Imagine getting evicted because your toilet was too loud. Dear tenant, we've received reports of unauthorized flushing at 11 p.m. The Swiss have managed to schedule when you can take a dump. Your toilet literally has a curfew. This rule exists in older buildings where the plumbing sounds like a dragon choking on marbles. But still, imagine explaining to someone why you're holding it all night. Sorry, my toilet is closed for business. Number 8, the crime of crossing the street. In Germany, jaywalking isn't just illegal. It's basically treason. Picture this. You're in Berlin, see an empty street, not a car for miles, just you and a red pedestrian light. You think, I'll just cross real quick. Big mistake. Every German within a 5B block radius will stare at you like you just slapped their grandmother. Old ladies will literally yell at you. Parents will cover their children's eyes, but the public shaming is just the warm-up. The real fun is the fine that can go up to $350. That's $400 for walking across an empty street. Here's the insane part. If you jaywalk enough times, they'll take points off your driver's license. That's right, you can lose your driving privileges for something you did on foot. Germans will literally stand at a red light at 3 a.m. Not a soul around. Just them and that little red man having a staring contest. I've seen Germans wait at a crosswalk in the middle of nowhere. No buildings, no cars, just fields. But that red light means stop. And by God, they're stopping. In Germany, that red pedestrian light isn't a suggestion. It's basically their tiny glowing dictator. Number 7, stepping on cash. You drop money on the street and instinctively slam your foot down before the wind takes it. Normal move, right? Try that in Thailand and you'll get a free stay at Bangkok Hilton. And I don't mean the hotel. In Thailand, every bill has the king's face on it, and feet are considered the dirtiest part of your body. So, stepping on money is basically the ultimate double insult. It's like wiping your shoes on someone's family photos while flipping them off. Thailand doesn't mess around with this. They have the strictest monarchy protection laws in the world. Even tourists have been arrested for this. Imagine calling your boss from a Thai jail. Yeah, I'm going to be late coming back from vacation. I stepped on the wrong piece of paper. There was a tourist who accidentally dropped money at a market. When he stepped on it to stop it from blowing away, 3 locals immediately started yelling at him. He barely avoided arrest. If money starts flying away in Thailand, just let it go. Better to lose a few bucks than explain to your embassy why you attacked the king with your flip-flop. Number 6, splashing a pedestrian. Rainy day, massive puddle ahead, someone walking on the sidewalk. That tiny evil voice in your head whispers, "Do it." Well, if you're in Japan or the UK, that split second of evil could cost you thousands. In Japan, splashing pedestrians has been illegal since 1960. They'll find you 20,000 yen for your water attack. But the UK, they went completely insane with this law. They'll slap you with a £5,000 fine, £5,000 for one splash. You could buy a car for that. Plus, you get a criminal record. Imagine that job interview. So what's this criminal conviction? I turned someone into an involuntary participant in my water ride. You'll get the same penalty points as running a red light. 3 points on your license for making someone wet. The police actually stake out puddles on rainy days looking for splash criminals. One splash of satisfaction could cost you your entire month's salary. Visuals shift to a single focused shot of a Swiss flag, which then transitions to a tourist frantically stuffing a sandwich into their mouth. The tone becomes more personal and analytical. The most fascinating part of these laws isn't just how ridiculous they are, it's what they say about our cultural norms. In some countries, silence is valued over convenience, tradition is protected more than free speech, and personal hygiene is a public matter. We're so used to our own social rules that we assume they're universal. This video is a shocking reminder that our normal is just a foreign country's illegal. It's a wake-up call to the invisible lines that divide us, proving that a simple choice, like whether to eat a snack while walking, can carry a hidden and very expensive consequence. Number 5, the Sunday lawn mowing crime spree. Wake up Sunday morning in Germany thinking, perfect day to mow the lawn. Congratulations, you just became a criminal. Germany has something called Ruhezeit, quiet time. On Sundays, making noise is literally illegal. Mow your lawn. That's a fine. Vacuum your house? Fine. Hang a picture with a drill. Straight to jail. Your neighbors will report you. Germans take this more seriously than Americans take the Super Bowl. The fines can go up to €5,000. That's $6,000 for cutting grass. One guy got fined for washing his car, not because of the water, because closing the car door made too much noise. Another woman got reported for hanging laundry. The crime? Her washing machine spin cycle ended at 10:01 a.m. on Sunday. 1 minute too late. Germans have apps specifically to report noise violations. There's literally a Yelp for snitching on your neighbors. Your half-ed lawn becomes evidence at your trial. Your Honor, as you can see, the defendant clearly mowed 3 strips before we stopped him. Number 4, the birthday prison myth that fooled everyone. Here's the wildest fake law that everyone believed was real. For years, people thought in Samoa, forgetting your wife's birthday meant 5 years in prison. Guys were literally getting their wife's birthday tattooed on their arms. Not because they're romantic, because orange jumpsuits aren't flattering. Travel blogs warned men to set multiple alarms. Some dudes were calling their wives at midnight just to be legally safe. The rumor got so crazy, people thought Samoa had a special birthday police unit. Imagine SWAT teams kicking down doors. Sir, what day is your anniversary? Samoan lawyers had to publicly announce, we don't actually jail people for being forgetful, but thousands of paranoid husbands had already gotten permanent tattoos. Imagine explaining that tattoo after the divorce. The best part, some guys use this fake law as an excuse. Honey, I didn't forget your birthday. I was just testing if the Samoan police would actually show up. Even though it's fake, some countries are probably taking notes. Birthday prison. Not a bad idea. Number 3, killer heels versus ancient history. Those fancy high heels you packed for Greece. Congrats. You're basically carrying weapons. At ancient sites like the Acropolis, high heels are completely banned. Here's why. Your stiletto heel puts more pressure per square inch than an elephant's foot. You're basically stabbing 2,500-year-old stones with every step. The Greeks survived the Persians, the Romans, and 2 world wars, but apparently Karen's Jimmy Choos are the real threat. Security guards are trained to spot heels like snipers. They can hear the click-clack of destruction from 100 yards away. One tourist tried to argue her wedges weren't technically high heels. She got escorted out faster than you can say Aristotle. Another woman brought special heel protectors, thinking she'd outsmart the system. The guards just laughed and pointed to the exit. The fine is €900. That's $1,000 for wearing the wrong shoes. You survived 2,500 years just to get murdered by someone's wedding shoes. Socrates would be so disappointed. Number 2, the snack that could bankrupt you. You're in Florence, Italy, admiring the Renaissance art. You grab a gelato and start walking. Stop right there. In Florence, eating while walking near historic sites is illegal. That innocent gelato just became evidence. The fine? €500. That's €600 for a snack. Cops literally patrol looking for people holding sandwiches. It's like the world's lamest episode of Cops. They made this law because tourists kept leaving trash everywhere. So basically, some idiots couldn't find a trash can. And now gelato is contraband. The panic on tourists' faces when they realize they're in a no-eating zone is priceless. People desperately shoving entire pizzas in their mouths. Speed eating gelato like it's an Olympic sport. One couple got fined for sharing a bag of chips. They tried to argue only one person was technically eating. Nice try. Both got fined. Hotels now have to warn guests about the food laws. Welcome to Florence. Don't eat outside or you'll be arrested. Number 1, the souvenir crime every tourist commits. You know those penny pressing machines at every tourist spot? Every time you use one, you're committing a federal crime. U.S. law says you cannot deface, mutilate, or impair coins. Maximum penalty, 5 years in prison. But here's the weird part. The government doesn't care. They only prosecute if you're trying to commit fraud. So you're definitely breaking the law. But also, you're not. Meanwhile, in Canada, they take this very seriously. Squish a penny there, and you're actually going to have problems. Some collectors brag about their illegal penny collection. It's literally a drawer full of federal crimes. One guy got questioned at the border because he had 200 pressed pennies. Border agent, sir, are you aware you're smuggling defaced currency? Theme parks have these machines everywhere. Disney World alone has over 100. That's 100 opportunities to become a federal criminal at the happiest place on earth. The machines even have signs saying, create a souvenir. They should say, commit a federal crime. You're not making memories. You're building a criminal record. One squished Lincoln at a time. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them. Visuals change to a shot of a seemingly normal tourist souvenir machine. The camera slowly zooms in on a pressed penny with a look of unease. A final shot shows a passport being stamped at an airport, the stamp slowly morphing into a pair of handcuffs. So, the next time you leave a 1-star review, remember Wesley Barnes. And the next time you make a souvenir penny at a theme park, remember, you're technically breaking the law. The world around you is full of hidden landmines and strange truths you never learned in school. Follow me for more videos and discover the bizarre secrets hiding in plain sight.